Good morning everybody, and welcome to the Lake District. I'm just about a mile south of Elterwater, and basically I've come to this little car park here where I'm going to have a walk up onto the river Brathay and then go up towards Elterwater on the river basically. And there's a nice little area up there where the mist will hang over the river, and then there's some nice oak trees in the background, so hopefully that's what I'm after, some of the classic pictures down here at the end of the day with the river Brathay basically. So yeah, so it's basically 7:30 at the moment. Sunrise is going to be at 8:10, so probably about 20 minutes early at the moment, but that's not too bad. But I can see there's a bit of mist in the air, so I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get the atmosphere that we're after, and that's what it's all about basically. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back to you as soon as we get going, and then we'll crack on then. Okay, so I've just arrived in the little valley at the moment, and the river Brathay is just on that other side there. The classic pictures are actually taken on the other side, but there's a lot of mist on the other side, so I thought what I might do is get a couple of shots in here. I quite like there's a shot there with a couple of gates on the foreground here, and then the trees in the background with the mist behind. So I thought what I might do is set up here quickly, and then basically we'll get a shot from this side, and then we'll go up and we'll do the classical ones later on. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get the kit on the tripod and get set up. Okay, I'm going to be using my trusty Z9, so that's going to be my camera of choice for today. A few of you may ask why I use the Z9 for landscape photography. It's an all-rounder camera basically. I had the Z7 before this. The Z7 is probably one of the best cameras going for the landscape photography. It's small, and it's got everything in there. Really nice camera for landscape photography. But the only problem I had with the Z7 is when I wanted to do some bird photography, it couldn't keep up with the birds, and just normal press and PR pictures, it kind of struggled on the focus. So when the Z9 came out, that kind of eliminated all that type of stuff there, so hence that's why I got the Z9 really. I'll put a couple of pictures up now to show you what I've done with some birds. I've actually got the 180 to 600mm lens, and you can see there's some really nice pictures of puffins there, some nice pictures of gannets. Certainly wouldn't have got them with the Z7, so that's why I've got the Z9 for that. So basically I've got one camera that does all really, but there you go. So that's it there. So today's lens is going to be the 24 to 120, which is what I use all the time, but I actually do have a 14 to 30, which is on my video camera, so you're looking through that at the moment, and my video camera is a Z6 Mark III as well, so basically that's what you're looking through now. So there you go, so that's my cameras explained, why I use and what I use basically for. I changed my mind, I'm actually going to put my filters onto the camera as well, so I'm just going to clip my case back onto there, and then I'm going to put the adapter on the front, and that's got a polarizer in at the moment, so I'm going to stick that on there. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm looking for just a soft grad for the sky, so basically I'm probably going to put the 0.9 on today, and then we'll see what that looks like on there. Stick that on the front, and then basically let me set up on the camera and let you have a quick look at what I'm looking at. I need my glasses so I can see what's going on. And you're all probably saying, but the light's behind you, and you're absolutely right, but I'm just going to do this one quickly. So I'm just going to get this one quickly. I'm going to line up here, turn my display off. So basically I'm going to bring you into camera right now so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, we're in camera now, so what I'm going to do is get my exposures, going to lift that grad and bring the grad down. That's looking better there. That's better, that's nice. And put my focus right in the middle. Now what I like is these gates up here. I want these to be part of the picture, and I like the fact that the trees are being separated with the mist in the background. So I'm going to focus on the trees. There we go. I'm going to lift that up and bring it back down again. Get my exposure spot on, so I'm on F11, which is what I want to be on basically, F11. There we go, F11 is my optimum. And then I'm going to slow my shutter speed down, bring my ISO down to about 100. and then bring my shutter speed down. It doesn't really matter about a slow shutter speed today, purely because there's no leaves there, and then there's no movement, there's no wind, so it's not looking too bad. So let's have a look at that there. You can see straight away what I'm looking at there now. Come into here, there's booming a bit closer there, so I want the gates on the right hand side of the composition on the rule of thirds, just about there. Let me focus up onto the middle there, just get the branch here, just lock it onto this branch. There we go, focus on that, that's good. Check on focus, it's nice and sharp, there you go. So that's going to be 10 seconds, f11, ISO 100, and I'm going to let that one go now. So that's the first one off. I'm not going to bother doing the play, but I'll just put the picture straight up, let you have a quick look at it as I'm talking now, and we'll be moving on to the next composition. So okay, so this is going to be the next composition. As I was walking up the path, I just spotted the fence straight away, and I thought, great composition. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you straight into camera and let you have a quick look what I'm looking at, and then explain it. My leading lines are coming in from the right hand side here, which is lovely. I got a nice little fence there. That's my prominent thing, that's going to be my sharp thing, so that's what I'm going to focus on. There you go, check to see if that's nice and sharp, which it is, lovely. And I just love the way that those trees fall in the background there. And that's as wide as this lens will go, 24mm, so that's going to be my picture there. I've done my horizontals, and they're spot on there, so you can see again, you can see them coming back into there, that's lovely. I'm just going to check my grad and bring that into there to get some detail in the background there. And that's love, I love this bit around here. Really, really soft. I love these trees over here, and I think that's it. 1.6 seconds, f8, ISO 100, and we'll see what comes from that. Okay, so again, I'll put that picture up there, let you have a quick look at it. I'm actually going to press play and have a look at it myself. So you're now looking at my picture through the camera, the one I've just taken. Let me have a zoom in there and have a check it out. And that's absolutely pin sharp there. I love the softness of the water there. I love the softness of those trees. But this is absolutely beautiful, absolutely spot on there. So again, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a few little tweaks. I'm going to basically move over to the right and make the fence a bit more 45-degree angle. But that picture, I'm happy with that. That was worth coming up this morning just for that. I haven't turned around to do these ones yet because there's thick fog behind you, and we'll be working our way up there. So we'll just be waiting for the windows when we get the chance to move in and get those pictures. So make the most of it while we can. So obviously what I'm doing now, I'm moving into things close, so there's not much fog between me and the actual objects. So I've got something nice and sharp and contrasty, and then I get this beautiful soft misty effect in the background. So yeah, that's pretty good. So let's move a bit closer into this fence and try a different composition. Okay, so I've just moved this way a little bit further, and now I'm a bit more of an angle on the actual fence, so it's probably going to be faster just to show you. So what I'll do is I'll bring you into camera, let you have a look at it. So you can see the picture now. So again, I'm as wide as I can go with this lens. I'm on 24mm. I still want to keep these trees up here, and I want to keep these big trees here. There is more trees to the left. I could actually do this as a picture, which is another option as well. I may do that one, but I kind of want to, I'm going to frame it up with this big picture, this big tree on the left hand side. That's going to be my left of frame there. Lock onto there, and I want to keep these other little trees up here as well. So that's looking good. Get my horizontal spot on there, and again, once again, that's looking really, really nice there. My sharpness is going to be down here in the foreground, so I'm just going to focus on this fence here. Check on the focus. Absolutely pin sharp there. Look at that. Love it. That's as much as I need to do there. That is absolutely spot on. I'm actually going to come this way just a little bit more. I may use that tree there. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay there. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. There you go. Frame it up. I keep that on the left hand side just to there. That's enough. And I think that is absolutely spot on for what I want there. Take the picture. That's on play now. Have a look in the camera. Let's have a quick peek around the photograph. That is absolutely pin sharp there. You can't go wrong with that. Love it. And again, I love the softness of these trees in the background. Really, really soft. It might have a little bit of fogging on the filter there if you look at that. I'm just going to check my filter. This is a good idea about checking it, isn't it? So I'm just going to check the filter now, see if there's anything on the front. No, No, I think it could be on the back of the filter. Let's have a look at that. No, it looks okay. It's probably the actual mist. Right, I'm going to move on now, guys. We're going to move further up there now, and then we'll get some more different angles, more different compositions. Off we go. Okay, so I was just about to walk through the gate and I looked right and I saw these little boxes here that are obviously protecting the trees, and I just thought that they catch the eye really nice, and I love the soft light that goes with it. So this is my next composition basically. So what I'm going to do, I'll put you into camera. And you're now in camera basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set up here nicely. I'm not too fussed about the horizontals on this one, so basically I'm going to leave them alone because I actually want my own style in this one. So that's where I'm going to go with it. So I'm going to line up on these baskets, focus on that, check my grad, bring that down there like so, and that's looking pretty good to go. Let's do a focus point on these little boxes. That looks really, really sharp. I like that, and I think that's good to go. Let's press that one, and 1.3 of a second, f8, ISO 100, and we'll let that one go. And that looks really, really nice. Love it. Really, really nice, subtle light. And again, while I've been waiting, I've just spotted some nice. It's just on the edge of freezing at the moment. It's 2 degrees, and there's lots of dew on the grass here, so I'm going to try and do a shot now, and I'm going to use that as my foreground for the next picture. So I'm just going to go a bit lower down and I'll have a crack at that, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've moved slightly forward here to the right hand side, and if you look here you can see all this grassy, and it's all been lots of lovely dew on the top of there now, so that looks really nice for a foreground. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a focus stack now. So I'm going to do a focus point on the front of this grass, and then I'll do a second picture of the trees in the background, and then we'll join them together in post. So again, I'll bring you into camera, let you have a quick look at it in camera. So what I'm going to do is basically move my focus point from here down to this area, turn my display off, find this bit of grass here, I'm going to focus onto there. Let me have a zoom in, and that's pin sharp on that. So that's going to be my first picture there. So I'm going to take that picture first. That's the first one done. And then what I'm going to do then is move my other focus point, and we're going to go up to the back now, and we'll get the trees in the background and we'll focus on them. And that'll be great. So again, you'll see the picture pop up. I'll have done a focus stack, and you'll have seen them both together. So yeah, I'm going to try and find another one. I'm looking for another composition. I think I've just seen another one over there, so I'm just going to go over there now, so bear with me. Okay, so I've just moved over to the right hand side, and as you can see behind me, I've got another fellow photographer here, Roy. We both get some really, really nice images. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you into camera and let you have a quick peek at what I'm doing. And you can see what I can see now. So basically I'm going to lighten that up just a little bit. I'm going to put my display so you can see the histogram. I'm burning out slightly, so I probably need to go the other way. Bring my exposure down just a touch there, so I'll get all the detail in it, and I can bring the rest back out in post. Let me check my focus point. That's spot on there. So basically that's me. I'm racked right back on the 24mm on the lens. 1/10 of a second, f8, ISO 100, and we'll let that one go. It's amazing, literally you turn your back for 30 seconds and the whole background changes again. So behind me was absolutely pea soup, and now it's clearing up really, really nicely. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to head up to the real honey spot, and then hopefully we may get a bit of clearness between where we're going to be in the trees. So let's head over that way now. Okay, so I've just moved up to one of the honey spots basically, and I'm just lining up there. The lovely trees that we've just been photographing, can't see them at all because it's literally just totally and utterly misted out. But it's still a really, really nice picture. So I'm going to bring it into camera, let you have a quick peek at what I'm looking at. And if you have a look at that now, you can see. So if you look at the reeds, I'm going to focus on the reeds, put my focus point in the middle, bring that down onto the reeds there, focus on them. And there's still a beautiful picture to be had there. I just love the tones. Look really, really nice there. Got to watch out for the burnout. Got to go a little bit darker just to make sure I've got it all in there. That's lovely. And I'm going to take that picture now. And again, what I'll do, I'll put the picture up there and let you have a quick look at it. And we're just going to look for another slightly different composition now, so I'm going to move forward and to the right. I'll put another picture up here I did about 2 years ago, and it was literally just down here as well, and it was of a swan. And it was a really, really nice picture in these reeds, and we had the swan in there, but it was actually in the autumn. The sun was coming through the leaves and it looked really, really nice as well. So, but this is lovely now. I could just do with the clouds, keep that sun underneath the clouds so it doesn't burn out, and we'll keep getting really nice pictures. Okay, so what I've done, I've moved forward onto this little area here, and again, once I do, rather than trying to explain things, I shall just put you into camera, let you have a look. The trees are just starting to clear a little bit now, so hopefully we may get them in the background. So I'm just going to bring this into camera, let you have a look. And we're in camera now. Let's have a look at that there now. So that's looking better. I'm going to zoom a little bit higher up there. That sun's just starting to burn a little bit. We're on the edge of it. I'm just going to go a bit darker. Keep the highlights from burning out too much. So that's 15th of a second, f10, ISO 100, and let me focus on the background now. Okay, let's click onto there, that's good, and then take another picture there. So a little bit of stack focus in there. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to open up for the shadow detail as well, and then we'll have to have a look and then join all these together. The only problem is at the moment is that everything gets misted up so fast, so you're constantly demisting your glasses, demisting the front of the filters. That's looking good, that's looking nice and clear. I'm liking the look of that, that's good. Okay, so I've just moved a little bit to the left now to try and stop this sun from actually burning straight into the actual camera lens. So again, I'm going to bring you into camera, let you have a quick peek. It's a lovely golden light coming through those through that mist. But let's focus upon those trees there. That's lovely, and I think that's going to be my picture. I think I'm just going to take that and see what happens. So 25th of a second, f10, ISO 100, and we'll see what comes from that. Okay, that'll do for that one. That's in the can. We're going to move position again. I may go back to the other side again. The only problem is if I go back over there again, I'm shooting straight into the sun, so everything becomes a silhouette again. So we'll just have to go with the flow for a little while. Time's it now, it's 25 to 10, and this lot's not going to burn off for at least another hour apparently. So we'll just see how it comes and goes. Okay, so we've managed just to get a little bit of light coming through here now, which is quite nice. And basically I'm going to put you into camera, let you have a quick peek at it now. It looks really nice. And there you can see it there, should be in camera. There you go, look at that. Let's put a focus spot on there, check the focus point. We're focusing now, which is really nice. And let's take that picture. That's really, really nice. Very, very happy with that there. Sun's just burning through again on the right hand side, but that makes no difference. Not to this picture in front of here now, so we're cropped into there. I'm going to pull back a little bit further there, try as much as I dare. Lift that up slightly, probably about there. That's lovely. And once again, check my focus point. Focus on there. Again, 40th of a second, f11, low ISO. That's really nice, very, very happy with that. But we're getting some beautiful light now, which is making the most of this. This is beautiful. Nice with the little people walking in the background. We're getting a little bit of contrast going now. And see how far I can come back before I get the sun burning. So the sun's there. Let's come back to about there. That's looking really good, that. Lift it up a little bit higher now, turn it over a touch. And that's looking good. Patience, eh? It's taking us till 11 o'clock for the light to start playing for us. But now it's playing lovely. So I'm going to try and sneak over just a little bit, I think. I'm going to zoom in first. So as we were speaking from back there, I couldn't resist it. I've popped back here again quickly. I've just zoomed into it. And I've lined up on this one. Get this in focus. Let's bring you into camera. And you can see what I'm looking at now. So again, it's starting to get there. Got to bring the clouds in behind. Probably an HDR on this one. So I'm going to do 2-3 exposures. So I'm going to do a dark one, an underexposure, and an even more underexposure. And again, that's got everything in it. And then let's go for the shadow detail somewhere, see if we can pull the detail out of there. And I'll join all them together, and then I'll put the picture up and let you have a look at it. Okay, so while we're on the top of this hill, I've moved over to this side and I'm now looking down the Langfords. So again, I'm just looking down there and it looks absolutely stunning. Got a lovely reflection. So I'm going to bring you into camera and let you have a quick peek at it. And there you go, that's looking really, really nice there. So again, I'm going to focus on this tree here. There you go, that's pin sharp there. That's looking really good. Let's do my horizontals. That's spot on there, and that's looking really, really nice there. Quite like that picture there. Let's take that picture. The only downside to this is that there's loads and loads of space. If I pick on my focus point in the middle, there's loads of space in this area down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the bottom and shoot it down from actually water level, and hopefully that'll get rid of the space. So we're off again. Okay guys, so what we've done, we've come down from up the hill. I've moved up this little hill a little bit just so I can separate these reeds from the water in the background. So I've got a little bit of separation there. Everything else is looking great. I've got great reflections there. Okay, and I'm on about 35 mil, so I could come right back, but I'm happy with there. That seems to be a nice frame there. That's looking really good. The sky's doing really well. Polarize is working well in the sky. So that's it. So I'm going to take a focus point on the reeds, and that will be my picture. So basically exposure 1/5 a second, f11 on a low ISO, and let that go. Okay, that's a really nice image. Right guys, I think that is us. That's a really nice image to finish on there. The picture in the background there with the Langdales, that's a really nice shot there. I like that there, nice and punchy. This morning's pictures were a lot more moody when we first got into the valley with the mist and all that. And I got some quite nice little images at the start before the sun sneaked above the clouds and then started becoming quite hard work really. So we've been battling all morning with trying not to shoot into the sun and all that type of stuff. So it hasn't been too bad. I think I've managed to get some nice images out of it, so it's been definitely worth the trip. I've really enjoyed it. It's made a change from photographing groins. So it's been really, really good. I had the dilemma last night of debating on which lake I was going to hit. Now I was looking at the weather forecast and it basically said that all around the Lake District it was going to be 2-mile-an-hour winds and we're going to have mist and fog, and I thought, oh brilliant. So I thought, do I go to Buttermere? I've got some really nice pictures from Buttermere. We're going to go back there and have another go at Buttermere, and I'll put the pictures what we were talking about it. But Buttermere had lots of potential. I could have gone down to the Lone Tree side and got a few shots from that side, or at the top end where you got the little white hut and the Scotch pines. There's always beautiful pictures there, nice reflections to be had there. And then I thought, well, just go to Keswick and do Derwent. Derwent's an amazing place to do early morning shots as well. You can do the mist with the Castle Crag in the background, or you can do it with the Derwent Isle as well, with the classic of the gate and all that type of stuff. So I had all those options. The Ipmas Bay as well, there was another really nice shot I could have got in Ipmas Bay with the fog when it was there this morning. So they were the options that I first looked at. Do I try the Lone Tree and Elterwater? Yeah, that's a really nice one to be had as well. I've done a few nice pictures of that over the years there. Again, you'll see them as I'm putting them up now. And top end, you could have done the boathouse as well, so that was an option. But no, I came back to this one. This is my favourite slot. Okay, so I decided to come to Elterwater, which is obviously one of my favourite spots as well, and it's always guaranteed to give you some lovely light with the mist and all that type of stuff. It's always tricky with the sun coming above there, always makes a bit of a scrap. but that's photography for you, isn't it? At the end of the day, it keeps you coming back every single time to try and get a better picture next time. That's what it's all about. And the other option I could have done as well, I could have gone up the top of Loughrig Fell. And I got some amazing pictures about 2 or 3 years ago from the top of Loughrig Fell. Again, I'll put the pictures up and let you have a quick look at them as well. But that was just amazing. I shot all them with a 24-200, so that was pretty good. And I got some really, really nice light, and I think it was an inversion that morning. And again, mist or inversion, it's all the same type of stuff. But there you go. So that was my choices this morning. So I've just basically kept it safe, and I've just come to Elterwater. The fog's all gone now, the mist is all gone now, so that's me done. But yeah, so if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated, and we'll catch you on the next one.